Ready? All right. My name is Paul, and we're going to be talking about public speaking basics. Now, the first one is persuasive speech. Now, what is persuasive speech? It is attempting to change another person or persons' attitude, beliefs, value, or behaviors. Now, there are two functions to this. One, you got to convince everybody what you're talking about in your persuasive speech. And the other one is to actuate it to get them to actually act upon what you're trying to get them to do with your persuasive speech. Now, there are a couple of types of persuasive speech, like proposition of fact, which that means true or false, or you got a proposition of value, which is right or wrong, or moral or immoral. You also have a proposition of policy, which has a change of action right here. Now, there also is persuasive topics of consideration that you want to take at hand. Like, can I speak enthusiastically to the crowd, the people you're trying to get your persuasive speech to? Or can I support my argument to what I'm trying to make my speech about? Can I also relate to my audience with my speech? Now, there also is informative speech. Now, that is like your coaches, teachers, and your bosses. Now, their job is to be a teacher. The goal of being the teacher is to be the most effective teacher in this at that point to get through to you. Now, we also have topics like the topics are people, places, events, issues, ideas, concepts, and theories that they're trying to get through to you. Now, the way they organize these patterns, they actually have them under as like cause and effects, chronological patterns, comparative patterns, etc. Key aspects like that. Now, the key to determining your best pattern is choosing which is going to get you to your goal of whatever you're doing your speech as. Now, you have to have an outline, and types of outline are like your preparation outline, like I have right here. Now, that mainly focuses on your structure, your organization. There'll also be documents in there that you have prepared for your speech, and it has like an overview of everything that you're doing in there. Your full sentences, coordination points, and subordination points. Now, you also have a delivery outline, which with a brief version of the speech, simplifying with key points, delivery cues, and possibly like flashcards right here as a visual cue. Now, you also want balancing information in there, so at all points you should have a buddy. Most have a supporting info. Now, presentational aids. Sorry about that. Aids that support the content of your speech and increase your odds for your audience will understand and remember what you say. So it's like stuff like objects, models, pictures, stuff like that they can see. Your technology like your TV, or yourself that's doing the presentation when you're trying to get your point through on your presentation, your ads. There are also little tips that you want to follow by, like if you're doing your 6x6 rule, your keywords and phrases, no more than 2 fonts and colors. Keep the visual in sight, like while you're using, but out of sight when you're not. Just little tips like that when you guys are doing your work. Now, with an oral citation, the reason why you want to learn this is why they're important is they allow the speaker to avoid plagiarism. You don't want to be speaking about the wrong things. It increases your credibility when you're trying to tell people's facts, and it also allows the audience to know where your information is coming from. So to do that, you also have 3 places you can cite your sources so you can make sure you get it correct. Add it to the presentation of your speech immediately after the information, into your bibliography and your running list, and include it into your citations. Now, how to do the cite and source citation info? You make sure you put the author, the date, the type, the title, and the source qualifier. So that's my presentation, and thank you for listening to me tonight, and have a great day.